What if everyone on Earth jumped at the same time? Let's imagine, just for a moment, that every single human on Earth, 8 billion of us, agreed to do one simple thing: jump. Not metaphorically, not emotionally, just jump at the exact same time. No country left out, no time zone confusion. From the beaches of Brazil to the streets of Tokyo, from toddlers to grandmothers, from presidents to pizza delivery guys, everyone, everywhere, leaping upward in unison. One coordinated bounce by humanity. Now, let's get one thing out of the way. This isn't some cosmic level earthquake. You're not launching Earth into a new orbit. But that doesn't mean nothing happens. Oh no, something definitely happens. First, the sound. If 8 billion people jumped and landed at the exact same moment, the noise would be absolutely deafening. It would ripple through cities like a low, thunderous drumbeat, a synchronized slam of sneakers, boots, bare feet, and hooves, because let's be honest, someone's bringing their pet goat. The pressure wave wouldn't break glass, but it would rattle windows, set off car alarms, and confuse every bird within a 10-mile radius. Next comes the ground reaction. When we all jump, we leave the Earth for a fraction of a second, just long enough for the entire human race to be airborne. It's a brief, glorious moment where no one is touching the planet. Then we come down, hard. The combined mass of humanity hitting the Earth simultaneously would release energy not enough to crack the crust, but certainly enough to register on seismographs around the world. Tiny tremors, detectable by scientists, but not strong enough to knock over your coffee mug. Seismic waves would ripple through the crust, racing outward from cities like New Delhi, Lagos, Jakarta, anywhere densely populated. In theory, these overlapping vibrations might interfere with each other, amplifying slightly in some regions and canceling out in others. It would be like the Earth briefly hummed with human resonance, a planetary thump from 8 billion synchronized hearts. But what about Earth's position in space? Could this collective jump nudge the planet? Here's the fun physics. The average human weighs about 62 kilograms. Multiply that by 8 billion, and you get around 500 billion kilograms. That sounds impressive, until you remember that Earth weighs roughly 6 septillion kilograms. If humanity jumped, Earth would recoil ever so slightly in the opposite direction by about the width of a single atom. Then, thanks to gravity, we all land and cancel that motion out. So, no, we don't launch Earth like a pool ball. Still, local effects might be surprising. In especially dense areas, say New York City or Shanghai, you could see slight structural vibrations. Old bridges might groan. Water in swimming pools could splash out. Underground infrastructure would briefly shudder. It wouldn't be apocalyptic, but it would be very weird. The psychological effects might be the most fascinating. Imagine the moment itself, a countdown, global anticipation, then one unified leap. Billions of people disconnected by politics, language, and history suddenly sharing a single, childlike motion. Cameras rolling, strangers smiling. For a heartbeat, the planet holds its breath. And then we land. The moment passes. People laugh, cheer. Some fall over. Someone pulls a hamstring. TikTok fills with reaction videos. But afterward, there's this lingering thought. We all just did that together. No governments, no borders. Just humans and gravity and one big, silly leap. In the end, the world wouldn't tilt. Continents wouldn't shift. But maybe minds would. Maybe, just maybe, the simple act of jumping at the same time could remind us that, despite everything, we still share the same ground. And sometimes, the most powerful movement is one we make together, straight into the sky and right back down again.